Ready for your next task? Now I must find a way to comprehend what monumental task you've been sent here to accomplish. Until my visions reveal your ultimate destiny, I have a favor to ask. It may seem trivial, but I assure you it's important. 3 students arrived with you. The Dunmeri Lena and Tedris, and the Nord, Hadmar. It is your solemn duty to make sure they pass their initiation tests. Before you arrived, my visions revealed those 3 to me. They are to play an important part in future events directly related to the success of the Pact. Help them. They must pass their tests and complete their training.
The Shad Astula Academy was founded by the Great Houses and blessed by the Tribunal. We have no connection to the Mongrel Mages Guild. They accept anyone. For the first time ever, the Academy has opened its doors to the entire Pact. You're lucky to be here. Don't squander this opportunity.
Well?
Find the amulet, she said. Use the wand, she said.
What if it sets things on fire? I could burn the whole academy to the ground. Oh, you know I'd never burn anything, right? It's just a figure of speech. I can't fail my initiation test. I couldn't face being sent home. An instructor said one of these shadow clucks has a magic amulet. Ate it, probably. I'm supposed to use this wand to focus my magic on the clucks and find the amulet. Actually, I'm afraid to find out. You don't seem at all timid. Would you do it? Please find the amulet. All those feathers flying. Mother Morrowind. Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. Don't worry about it. It was hilarious. I'll take the amulet to the instructor right away. I owe you one.
What rubbish! Fish magic from a pond? They vex buttocks. What does that even mean? I'm not helpless, you know. I can do this. Ugh, never mind, I give up. I'm not getting sent home over some stupid fish that doesn't exist. You want to help? Well, you can either fill this pond with fish so I can actually catch one, or figure out what these orbs do. They gave me a book, but it just contained some stupid riddle, and threw it on that table over there. What am I, a child? I'm going to be a commander in a house army, or maybe an advisor to the pact leaders. They should have just given me a spell I could cast.
Is it?
spell.
I think I got it from here. Thanks for the help. Maybe I'll get a chance to cast some spells after all.
What is it?
Let me tell you about the Academy grounds. Pay attention. There will be a test. Instruction halls occupy the eastern building. The testing field to the west provides a safe place to practice your spells. Administration sits atop the hill, including the Archmage's office.
Asked me to do one simple thing. Bring student rats back to instruction hall. But Hadmar can't do anything right. My spell went wrong. The instructor said to round up the little ones, bring them back safe, and we'll get them fixed. But, well, one got away and climbed on top of that big rock. Oh, Hadmar is scared of heights. Oh, why did Little Rat climb so high? I crafted a totem. Makes a helper fly up to get Rat, but no one wants to be Hadmar's helper. You would be helper? Oh, thank you. Face big rock in front of Hadmar, activate totem, then climb and grab nice Little Rat. But be careful. If you point the wrong way, you'll fly someplace wrong. Asked me to do one. My spell went wrong. Hadmar is... You would be helper? Oh. asked me to do. My spell went wrong. Hadmar is scared of heights. You would be helper? Oh, thank you. Face big rock in front of Hadmar. Activate totem, then climb and grab... Is little friend safe? Oh, little rat is safe. Now Hadmar won't get beaten with rakes. Like at home. Good, good, good. I'll take little friends back to get fixed up right away.
There you are. I feared you'd been kidnapped by forces from beyond. So I heard. Well done. Here, take this as a... While you assisted my students, I had another vision. I see that your fate is fundamentally tied to the Chaosbringer, Magistrix Vox. However... Alas, I've seen nothing beyond the Chaosbringer's name. Something interferes with my forevision, blocking my efforts at every turn. I suspect we are opposed by mighty forces beyond mortal ken. We must take appropriate measures. I'll gather the students and make sure the grounds are secure. I'd like you to use the trapdoor to investigate the library vaults. I haven't heard from the librarian, and that fills me with nameless apprehension. Search the library below and find the librarian. She hasn't responded to my calls. I fear something foul stalks my academy. Even without a head, sometimes the serpent takes a long time to die. The Maul-born cultists are still out there. Perhaps that's what's triggered my vision.
Verlaine. You walked right into my trap. Another student. Another new Maulborn soldier.
Oh good, you're finally awake. You were unconscious for hours. At least it seemed like hours. How do you feel? Shadowstool has been overrun. The last of the Maulborn from the looks of it. They must need more soldiers. And they're getting them. They cast some kind of spell to enslave the students. That's what it looks like. That spell didn't work on us. Don't know why. We carried out the Archmage's orders, but then the Maulborn caught us and threw us in here with you. When the trouble started, he gave us some arcane items and told us to find places to hide them. Then he went off on some mission of his own. I'm glad you're awake. Whatever you plan on doing, you have my full support. Just know that.
This is terrible. The Academy's in danger. The Archmage is missing, and I'm locked in here with you. The Maulborn General himself. One of the senior students recognized him. Said he was Darvason. Used to be the Archmage's assistant. Who knows? He muttered something about looking for Hadmar and a familiar. What do you think the Maulborn want us for? I was afraid to. There are guards out there. Maybe you could check it, discreetly.
Ah! Leave me alone! Don't hurt me!
What was that?
Back away from gate. Coming through. Master sent me to make sure you're safe.
The familiar, the Archmage.
You smell all right. Look funny, though. I open porthole and we go find Big Lord. Name Hatmir, or Hatmead. I forget. Mortals have dumb names. No matter. Come. We go now. They stay here. Master says he doesn't want them to.
Hadmar's glad to see you. Archmage said you'd be here soon, and here you are. Hadmar isn't sure. One moment I was walking to Instruction Hall, next moment, boom! Hadmar knocked on backside. Woke up in here with Archmage standing over me. He said, wait for you to show up. I waited, and you showed up. Yes, he told me to set up my totem near Big Rock outside. Lena hid her lockbox high up on top of rock. Lockbox is very important. We must find lockbox and bring it to Lena. Just outside, you use totem to reach the lockbox while Hadmar stays on ground. Then we'll...
Now, wait 1 second.
Wait, where am I? Why are we up so high? That blasted Banekin. It could have warned me. The lockbox, right. The Archmage tinkered with my wand and told me to hide it up here. That was just before Darvason tossed me in that cell. I still can't believe the Archmage's old assistant is the Molborn General. He said we'd need the wand, but he didn't say why. Wait, I know. The Molborn have occupied the library vaults and sealed the door. And what makes the best spell of unlocking? Burnt scamp hide and illusion dust, of course. You can use my wand to scorch the scamps. And illusion dust is the residue of illusory monsters. With enough of each, we can prepare a spell to get us through to Darvason. We'll need Tedris, though. That spell is his specialty.
Let's wreak some havoc. Let's wreak some havoc.
About time you summoned me. I thought you'd leave me sitting in that cell forever. You heard correctly. If I had the right ingredients, that is. But getting them will be tricky, considering the Mawborn. Illusion, dust, and burnt scamp hide. Perfect. Just give me a moment and... there we go. I'll wait up here. You know, to keep your escape route clear. Now, go find the Archmage and put it...
Belain said you would come. Now you die, and I leave with my new army.
Hurry! You must destroy the jagged lens.
You're awake? Oh, I was so worried. I'm so glad you're all right. You shattered the jagged lens and broke the spell. The few Molborn who were left were totally outnumbered and they ran for it. The Archmage had us bring you up here. I've been watching over you. You know, as a friend. Safe as gore apple pie, thanks to you. And you weren't even supposed to be here. I heard how you got your invitation. And now we're all alive because you broke the rules. I'll have to think about that. Don't give me that look. I was worried about you, that's all. Oh, and before I forget, the Archmage wants to speak to you. He's right outside.
Good to see you up and around. I knew you'd be fine, but Lena wouldn't leave your side. You gave her a good scare. Unfortunately, yes. That's how he knew about the jagged lens. In fact, I found him experimenting on a student with the lens when I relieved him of his duties. He was furious when I expelled him from the academy. It was a relic from the migration from Somerset, still in its original site in the underground temple. Tamper with it? Remove it? Unthinkable! Still, don't feel bad. Yes, though we lost a few students and instructors in the fight. The fact that the lens was buried below the library vaults was one of our greatest secrets. Darvason used that knowledge to aid the Maulborn. Quite so. They're running out of loyal troops. When Darvason told them about the lens, they saw it as the solution to all their problems. If Darvason could turn our students into soldier slaves, the Maulborn would be back in business. For you, here, yes. But I don't need a vision to know that you still have unfinished business out there. The students you helped want to speak to you. They're waiting at the docks. I think they want to say goodbye.
students concentrate.
I was meant for better than this.
I'll be at this a while.
I wasn't going to let you go away without saying goodbye. I know, you have things to do. Important things. We just heard about everything you did before you arrived here. But we didn't want you to forget us. We wanted to give you something. It's not much, but maybe it will help you remember the Academy. Now, where did I put it? Don't be silly. Ah, here it is. Take my wand. It works better for you anyway. Remember me when you use it. All this work will never end.
How could anyone, let alone a Dark Elf, desecrate the shrine of Saint Venos? It's scandalous.
Welcome to Shada Stula. Here you will learn to master your innate abilities and become leaders for the pack. Members of all the great houses are welcome here, even House Drez, provided you receive an invitation.
While you assisted my students, I had another vision. I see that your fate is...
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses!
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing! I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damn Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narsis to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out. I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off-kilter. If only the house councillors would see it that way.
I'm down on my luck. Help me out? Bunch of tightwads around here.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narsis, how to protect us. Why? They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider. For the plague takes us all in the end.
I bring an urgent message from Rhea Opacarius, Chief Oracle of the Twilight Queen Azura. Best discuss that with Rhea. Too many eyes and ears here. She awaits you in the Cloudy Dregs Inn in Wayrest.
If you hadn't defeated that nasty little elf Vox, I'm sure our great King Yoren would have taken care of her.
Just a coin or two.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus? Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the House Council... No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider.
Just walk away.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. And we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded. Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events. I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know. Ah, Narcissus, my beloved city. At its peak, Narcissus was a vibrant center of trade. Merchants would come from far and wide to hawk their wares. Profits grew, and House Hlalu reinvested it in the city. That seems like so long ago. Most are back east, dealing with corruption inside Mournhold. Few want to enter a region ravaged by plague. But I won't give up. I'll weather this storm and lead Narcissus back to prominence.
seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them, and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. We haven't seen... Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back. He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale. That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of...
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? I'm right. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the... It doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
Let me guess. You read the letter. You're going to leave me with this crazy woman, aren't you? Curses on you and your family. Vox? Never heard of her. Why would I be afraid of a Vox? Now, will you let me go so I can take my wife to... No more torture. I've had enough for one day. I'll tell you the same thing I told the crazy lady. The ship... And I messed up. I delivered the shipment to the wrong location. But I fixed it. I fixed everything. Just you wait. Those missing villagers? It's no coincidence, you'll see. Vox will destroy you all.
I swear, I can't seem to... could he be so stupid? I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. That's why things get messed up. My apologies, just talking to myself, don't mind. Nothing at all, don't mind me. Just a servant here. What's it to you? He's an important person in Narsis. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. But don't touch his journal. He can get... How would I know? I sweep, I dust. I don't read. The master would never let me look in his journal. His room up...
Who are you looking at? What?
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining... What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Loda's plague into Narsis frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narsis? That terrifies me. I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to...
So, half of Narsis must vanish, and plague must threaten the city before Ralden comes to his senses? And it takes an outsider to make him understand. Perhaps my friend isn't... Of course he did. Ralden hasn't been able to make a decision on his own in years. At least he's finally doing the right thing. As for you, I have some... The Maulborn are obviously involved. Any fool can see that. With the city sealed, all of the guards will be busy. However, you don't have those responsibilities. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by the lake. Look for anything that will tell us the location of the Lodos plague.
give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. That's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why you... Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narsis, would you? I've been watching Narsis for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narsis is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The questioning just doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narsis sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos plague. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narsis needs... Sorry, we don't know each other well enough to get that personal just yet. Trust me, though. We both want to stop the Malborn.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while, and his abduction of the Councillor confirms it. My associate and I tend to avoid situations not covered by our contracts. Still, we might be able to assist one another. I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took Ralden somewhere secluded. Narsis is sealed. Villagers are missing. Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through... I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your ex...
Welcome back. User joined your channel.
Hey, Clay, are you there? Are you there, Clay? Clay, are you there? Clay. Yeah, I just did that, dude. I just did. Bitch vacations. Crazy that I didn't hear me. I think therefore I am. 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 I think before 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 I think all the time, I think before I am. I think 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 I am. Pussy faggot.
User left your channel. Disconnected.
Friends to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside.
Connected. Channel switched. See you soon. Welcome back. Channel
if you
switched.
get permanent ban.
Hello? In our channel.
Hello?
Sergeant Dumbass and not Riley.
Bonjour?
Look what you done now.
Yeah, done.
Look what you done now, Riley.
I feel because he has like the TeamSpeak thing beside him as like a founder or the adopter. That means it's just probably Clay.
He's asserted his dominance, and now look what you done.
He's the alpha male.
You screwed it up.
No, Clay's also in the AFK channel.
Clay is always in the AFK channel. Jesus,
We have fun here.
Dude, when you talk in the AFK channel, does your voice become robot?
How can our eyes be real? How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? That's what I was trying to say.
You guys know that though? Because like Clay was talking in robot tone.
Yeah, but Clay is a robot.
He can do what he wants.
Yeah, he's in charge around here. Around these parts.
Oh, you have much to learn, man. This is not Discord, mister. This is the next level. This is elevated consciousness.
Your TeamSpeak
But
woke
Sergeant
as fuck.
Dumbass could be recording everything we say.
That's probably what he's
Definitely
doing.
recording everything we say.
I am not a terrorist.
I would never take
I would
up
never
arms
take
against
up
the
arms
Canadian
against the Canadian government. We have fun here.
We have fun here. Nothing but fun, fun, fun.
Disconnected. Channel edited.